So on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a 2-day meditation program called Ananda Spurna. In the Karaikudi, following are some of the pictures. The photos taken on the day 3 of Nithyananda Spurna program in Tamil, conducted by Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Moving to the next year, the year of 2005, and on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performed a sacred bath, Abhisekam, and Homa during a sacred pilgrimage in the Kedarnath. For the part of the Homa, 108 mantras of Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Swaha are being chanted. Even when watching the video, one can chant this powerful mantra along with the repetitions along to reap the benefits. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visited the Himalayas between 23rd May and 7th June 2005, taking with him 135 devotees from all over the world. The places of visits were Rishikesh, Haridwar, Uttarkashi, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath, and Jyotishmat. Besides visiting holy shrines, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism delivered powerful discourses on the various subjects, including the topic of Guru-disciple relationship. He answered questions from the devotees on any subject of their choice. He also conducted a spiritual workshop on burning out the engrams in each person that are the causative factor for all the physical and mental elements. Devotees saw Swamiji perform Homa, Abhiseka, Puja at all places of visit. The group shared many spiritual experiences during the trip. On the June 1st, this day of year 2005, the Yatra reached Kedarnath. So we are showing you some of the videos from that day where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the Guru-disciple relationship also. Later that night, the Yatra reached Gaurikund and spent a night there. You can see. So now, moving to the next year, the year of 2005, and this year also Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was on a spiritual pilgrimage, the Tirtha Yatra to Kailasa. And these are some of the glimpses from this day, where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the sacred Hindu rituals.
तम्रागुरव्ययम् चन्दांसि यस्य वर्णानि यस्तं वेद सवेदविदे अगस्त्योत्तं प्रददास्तस्य साहा गुणं प्रवृत्ता विषयप्रबाला अगस्त्य मूलानि निसन्दनानि धर्माणबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके नरो गुणस्य नरोपलभ्यते नान्तो न त्यागं न च सम्प्रतिष्ठ अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलं मतङ्गसन्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गतानं निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चात्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये रागवृत्तिप्रसृता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाचन्ददोषा अध्यात्मविद्या विनिवृत्तकामा तद्वैर्मुक्तोद्वदुःखसङ्गैः गच्छन्त्य मूढा पदमव्ययं तत् तदनुपासयने सुमर्जो न सतामिको न बालकः यद्गत्मानं निवर्तन्ते तत्सानुपरमं मम ममैवांसो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःशिष्टानीन्द्रियाणि बहिस्तानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवामनीश्वरः गृहीरहितानि गण्यानि वायुर्गन्धानि वासयात् श्रोत्रचक्षुष्पर्शनं च रसनङ्ग्रानमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनस्कायं विषयान् उपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्तम्भारे विज्ञानं वा गुणान्वितं मूढाः न पश्यन्ति ज्ञानाच्युतः जगन्तो योगिनश्चैनं नैनं पश्यन्त्येतः यदादित्यगतदेवो जगत्पादयते किलं यश्चन्द्रमस्यच्चात्मौ तद्येजो विद्धिमामकम् कामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यमोजनां कृष्णानि चौषधि सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् सर्वस्य चाहं प्रतिसन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत्वेदविदेव चाहम् भाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षर अक्षरमेव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि गूढस्थोऽक्षरमुच्यते उत्तमपुरुषत्मन्यः परमात्म्यय्याकृतः यो लोमामसम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमम् स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत श्रीगुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यस्य भारत हरि ओं तत्सत् अग्नेरव्यवाहे आनन्देश्वराय आवाहयामि अग्नेर्मध्यभागे आनन्देश्वरं ध्यायामि आनन्दाग्नेय नमः ओं सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपाय आनन्दाग्नेय नमः ओं अग्नेर्मध्यभागे महादेवतायां नमः शिवाय इदं नाम सांगाय सावरणाय सशक्तिकाय वार्षाय सर्वदेवदेवीस्वरूपाय नमः शिवाय अयं पुष्टाभ्यां रामचन्द्रभ्यां स्वाममध्यमाभ्यां कृष्णमायाभ्यां कृष्णाभ्यां 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 अस्त्राय हृदयाय नगरां सरसे स्वाहां सुताय कृष्णवशाय कृष्णनाथत्रयाय वौषिताय रामकृष्णवष्टाभ्यां अस्त्राय भट्
So we request all the viewers to please visit the Nithyananda PDF to watch the full video. We will be moving to the next year, the year of 2007, and on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave a discourse and shared the one experience he had with the deep depression and the urge to commit suicide. Despite what one may think, the SPH himself has also dealt with these struggles, which seem common only to the normal man. The SPH talks about the cause of the depression he felt, how he dealt with it, and the transformation which it created inside of him, as well as the whole incident played out. So listen to this mystical experience that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had with the Narmada River. Let us watch this video.
One more fortunate batch to complete the whole, all the 4 temples or all the 4 places beautifully. These travel agents were telling me 3 things. One, we are the largest group who travel. Second thing, we are the largest group who come every year. Third thing, this important thing. There are 4 or 5 travel agents told me this. For even last 20, 30 years for coming here, even they say, we are the only batch who see all the four at a time. All the four temples at a time. Because of the natural, the unexpected nature and all those, so many reasons, always people will miss something. Some one temple. We are the batch who see all the four regularly. The little back pain or butt pain or headache or cold or whatever it is. Anyhow, successfully you guys have finished seeing all the main major four temples. Now in 3-4 days, even if there is a little bit of headache or back pain or this, that, all those things will disappear in 3-4 days. But this memory will be staying with you. And this memory is worthy of this little, this, that pains, nothing wrong. So nothing much to tell, it's time to only celebrate. Because successfully we have done the whole thing. That's a traditional belief. If people see all the four at a time, they will be liberated, means they will not have any more births. So this Maya will not allow them to do that. She disturbs. She does something and discourages them and breaks their confidence and stops the program. Now with us nothing can be done. Master is a Mayatita Ananda. So now, no Maya can do anything. Even the few Mayas who came, means like, oh, this is not right, that is not right, the grumbling, all those few Mayas also disappeared. Either the Maya quality disappeared or those persons disappeared. Somewhere, I think, actually only the qualities disappeared. Persons, nobody disappeared practically, except one or two people who fell sick. One or two. Otherwise, only the negative qualities has disappeared. No person has disappeared. Different culture, different age, different background, different country, different education, different understanding, different mental setup. Half screw, one screw, quarter loose, half loose, 3/4 loose, all kinds of looses. Like just like Shiva Sena, like Shiva Bhutas. One will be one way, the other one will be one way. Not yet, two Bhuta will be same. Look alike. And just like Shiva Bhuta, we created a big Shiva Ganas, Shiva Bhutas. Went through the whole trip without any major difficulty, problem. This itself is a miracle. Understand? This itself is a miracle. We take it for granted. Actually, we take it for granted. But you don't know, this itself is a miracle. You do not know the amount of work which went behind this whole trip. The amount of attention, energy and the work which went behind this whole trip. You do not know. At least 20 people. Somebody was telling Swamiji, you allowed us only to sleep 4 hours per day. At least 20 people did not sleep for 20 days. Working, and even the cook's selection, we made them cook 3-4 people. I ate personally and chose the cook. Like that every inch was taken care. And 2 months ago the ashramites came here, went through the whole thing. But to tell you honestly, we are the largest group and we are the group who faces very minimum difficulties. Because nature never disturbs us. Nature is always for us. It never disturbed us. It never created any problem for us. Just simply cooperates wherever we go. Today when we went to that Vyas cave, there was raining. All these guys were telling, oh Swamiji, it is raining, let's go back. I said, relax, it will stop. It stopped. And we are enjoying. After that there was a small little drizzle, but it was not even felt by anybody. Then our Shiva Bhutas, started jumping in the Kailash. See, now these guys got all the three. Shiva, Kailash, Ganga. So all three are there, so these fellows are jumping and the dust flowing. Really it was looking like a Shiva Bhutas dancing. It was looking just like a Shiva Bhutas dancing only, because each is one on size. Some is part size. From bamboo size to part size. All kinds of sizes. All kinds of steps also. And moreover, our Bhutas don't have a training of a particular steps. So just everybody jumps. Each Bhuta allows that music to go inside and allows the body to jump. It was just Shiva Bhutas only dancing. Because they are missing few people, they got hold of the two local tribes also. Got hold of them also and started jumping. I don't know whether that village would have seen like this festival. I think practically the whole village was there around us. Thinking from where these guys have come. Actually, to tell you honestly, we did not face any problem. That is the problem. That is why we go on create some problem. Actually, the human mind is such. In Tamil they say Pannada Buddhi. Pannada means it is a net comes out of the coconut tree. Natural net with which they will filter the ghee. Whenever the ghee is melted, they will filter with that net only. So all the unwanted things that a net will hold, unwanted things it will leave it. The ghee is the real valuable thing. That it will miss. But all the dust which is in the ghee, the Pannada will take it away. The net will take it away. So our Buddhi is Pannada Buddhi. All the nice things we take it for granted. Whenever we see one or two small things, then we start making big things. That's why actually these few days constantly I was creating some psychological trouble for people. Or otherwise they will start creating physical troubles. It is good to have some psychological trouble. At least it will disappear. If you don't have one or two little psychological trouble, you will start creating trouble for yourself. That's why I thought let them have little trouble, that's good. Now otherwise your mind will be engaged, you see. When you have one or two little psychological trouble, your mind will be engaged. Otherwise, what will happen now? Actually, meditation itself is a psychological trouble given to people. I am telling you the truth. No, really. Why not? Otherwise, you go on and create a lot of nonsense, problems inside your head. So once you give the meditation technique to that fellow, he'll be sitting and trying with the meditation technique. He will not create problems for himself. Actually, what meditation does, it does not bring bliss to you. It just stops you stopping the bliss process. Bliss is there always in you. You create troubles and stop the bliss. So when you are given the meditation technique, you stop the stopping process, that's all. Then you start experiencing bliss. Then you say, oh, meditation gives bliss. Meditation does not give bliss. You are constantly creating some trouble for you. So when the meditation is given, you stop creating trouble. That's something like these monkeys. Actually, if you give them some work means something like one flower garland or something to tear and play, they will be just only doing that. They will not bother about anybody else. If you don't supply any material for them, they will start harassing everybody. Like that only our mind is a monkey. So if you give the meditation, then it will be fully entertained with that meditation. It will not have much anything else to think, you say. Of course, there are different lineage meditations. Some do the meditation. Some do the meditation. There are different lineage meditations are there. So we don't know about other much lineages. Only our lineage we know. When you do something like this, then your nonsense head which goes on creating trouble for you, it will stop working. It will stop working. Then naturally the bliss will start happening. That is why masters create a little bit of that psychological. It's not even a disturbance. They make you think something. They make you little, what to say that, what you think as agitation. They'll constantly poke at your identity. Actually, yesterday when I was speaking in English, I was firing the non-Indian fellow's identity. When I was speaking in Tamil, I was firing Indian's identity. I was actually attacking both the fellows at a time. I was telling these fellows also, fools, you will not achieve anything in this way. Do something. And I was telling these fellows also, you will not achieve anything this way. Do. Actually, I am trying to add to both the group which they don't have. Each group is missing something. These fellows are missing, the Indian fellows are missing the outer world, the organizing, clarity. And the non-Indian fellows are missing the inner world, the depth and the courage to drop the identity. So both are speaking. Try to poke and tell these fellows, add the other part. Only actually, one is intellect based, another one is emotion based. But both the fellows are missing the being. When you balance that two, being starts happening. That is the whole gist. But the difficulty is, emotion-based fellows will not argue much. It's easy to teach them. But intellect-based fellows will be go on arguing. That's why I also give all nonsensical logic. It's not. Sometimes I give informations which I know very clearly. I just give opposite information, so that fellow will get agitated. When he gets agitated, he will start getting irritated. What is this? He's completely changing the information. It's not that I don't know the information. Usually just to that violence. When that violence comes out, just to see how much the depth violence is there and how much it can come out. Anyhow, nice. Whether it is psychological or physical or emotional, whatever is said and done, we do meticulously everything from the ceremonial bath in Rishikesh to all the step by step till today's Badri Shraddha. Everything is done. Moreover, people are able to understand and relate with what they are doing because they understand the meaning. Alright, nothing much to speak. Maybe I'll just finish the story of yesterday's depression which I was talking. I wanted all of you to know one more thing. This is the same hall 3 years ago. First time I gave mass energy darshan. The whole group had energy darshan at a time. Whole group had energy darshan at a time. That was the first time I gave energy darshan without touching to the whole group. And the whole group experienced the energy, had the inner experience. This is the same hall. We had the group energy darshan 3 years ago. And last year also. Badri is a high energy center. This mass energy darshan and all depends on the intensity of the disciples also. You understand? Because in the Master's body releases, Ramakrishna says beautifully, there is a breeze called Malaya Marudam. Traditionally, mystical story. When the breeze comes, all the tree will become sandalwood tree. Means that not the quality, means that all the trees will start having the smell of sandalwood. But never the banana tree. On banana tree, whatever scent you put, you will not have any good smell. That banana tree is such, all the good smell will be taken away by it and it will never radiate the good smell. So even for mass energy darshan, you can't have banana trees. Too many banana trees cannot allow the mass energy darshan. Of course, after that I gave 4 or 5 times. It was a nice story. You see, I was studying under a monk, under a Swami named Ramananda Saraswati. The greatness of this Swami is 6 months he will go house to house of his devotees and beg. Whatever money he gets, he will come back, stay in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, there is a place called Omkareshwar. Stay in that place and he will take Gita class for 6 months. Whoever comes, he will give free food and stay for them. 6 months he will go around house to house of devotees and beg. Whatever money he gets, he will bring. With that money, he will give free food for whoever comes to learn Gita. He is a great scholar. People from all over the world used to come to him to study Vedanta and Gita. I think he is more than 90 years old. And one more thing, important thing, he is still alive. He is still alive. He is teaching. He is still teaching. I had the great fortune to sit at his feet to study. He is not only a scholar in Hindi, he is a scholar in English also. Nice, great Mahatma. It's a great Mahatma. I derived a big inspiration from him to share the knowledge. The amount of knowledge which he used to have, not only he will offer free classes, he will give free food and shelter both. 6 months he will go around house to devotees, beg and bring the money and manage. Such a highly dedicated soul, still alive and still conducting the programs. Every year, 6 months, if you go to Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh, you can stay under him and study. Some 200 to 300 people will come. Every day he will give free food for everybody and give them the knowledge. Amazing person. I heard about him and went there to study. I was studying around a month, maybe a month or two, not more than 2 months. Between 1 month to 2 months, because I don't know I never had the calendar. I don't know how many days and all exactly. I can say average. I was studying. Suddenly, at one point, of course, I was intensely meditating also. I felt a deep depression. Means too strong. You see, the more strong you hold on to an ideology or to a person, the more deeper will be your depression. If you hang on to a person, your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or whatever, son or brother or father, you will have a depression and start blaming that person is the reason for depression. Same way, if you hang on or strongly hold your ego or identity or ideology, again you will face a separate depression. When you face depression due to an ideology or an identity or ego, you will start blaming the whole world. You will start blaming the whole world. You will lose confidence on the whole world. You will lose trust on the whole world. Holding on to a strong identity or strong ideology is the worst hell anybody can have. So I was having my own hell, means a strong identity created towards enlightenment. And suddenly the deep depression, practically whatever should be done to achieve enlightenment, I have done. But enlightenment has not happened. So the deep depression came in such a way, like a wave, completely lost trust and confidence on the whole ideology of enlightenment. Not only that, all the masters who inspired me, Ramakrishna and Ramana Maharshi were my great inspiration, especially Ramakrishna. Completely lost the respect for Ramakrishna. That's what I was telling you the other day. When you fall in depression, you will not have intelligence to associate the reason for depression with your identity. You will not have intelligence to think your identity is cause for your depression. You will start suspecting everybody and blaming everybody. You will start blaming everybody. Even a simple reason is enough for you to blame that person, that he is the reason for your depression. That is the big problem with this strong ego and identity fellows. That's why better not to build the identity or ego. In that way you will be, even if you always think that if I don't have a strong identity, others will cheat me. If others cheat you, they will cheat you at the most only few hours. If you build a strong identity, your identity will cheat you for whole life. Because it will be there around you when you are in waking state, when you are in dream state, when you are in deep sleep state. All three states you will be in hell 24 hours. Better to be cheated by others than to be cheated by your own identity. That's the worst thief. I tell you, the disease grows inside you and kills you. Medicine grows outside and heals you. Just because it is outside, don't think it's something which will disturb you. Your identity also like that, grows inside and destroys you. But you always suspect only others, you will not suspect you. I was also doing the same thing. I started suspecting Ramakrishna, Raman Maharshi, and not only that, any of God saved, they are not alive. Otherwise I would have fought with them, just like you guys are fighting with me. Some are fighting with me, I would have fought with them. Anyhow, fortunately they are not alive. They were not alive at that time. But my depression was such, I started thinking, what? I left my house and everything, thinking that I'll have enlightenment, these fellows will do something for me. And especially when I left my house, the last courage to take that jump came to me by the darshan of Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi. Both of them gave me darshan. Just 3 days before I left the house, actually I was boiling, but I did not have the courage to take that jump. Means drop and run. That never happened in me. That did not happen in me. One early morning, actually one whole day I read Ramakrishna's Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. After that, reading that book, I just put the book and slept. That night, my whole mind was with Ramakrishna. Early morning, suddenly I had the vision. It's not even a dream actually, it was a vivid vision. Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi appeared. And Sharada Devi put the hand on my head and initiated, means gave energy darshan. And I felt such a tremendous high energy. Ramakrishna was smiling at me. And such a high energy, I decided I'll leave the house and I took the quantum jump. So that gave me the courage to take the jump. Now when the depression came, the whole anger turned towards Ramakrishna only. And I started feeling like somebody has been cheated. And I started thinking, the cream of the life is youth. And my youth I wasted on this nonsense ideology of enlightenment. Thinking something will happen to my head. And I neither studied to have some job, nor made some money through business. Nothing is there. So, and I fought with the whole family also and came away. Means with father mother I did not fight because they did not stop me. But all the other relatives I fought with them nicely, fired them and left the house. So I started thinking, what will happen now? I am neither getting enlightened nor living the normal life. It's like nowhere. Then the deep depression became anger towards Ramakrishna, and I was using a mantra, meditating. I used to have a mantra to meditate. Constantly I repeat a mantra, and I used to have a japamala. The japamala got completely polished just because I did japa. Just by my counting, that whole mala was completely polished. Per day, 10,000 times I used to count. 108 bead, one hand, the other 108 bead in other hand. If I finish one mala, I will move one bead here. So by the time this whole mala is done, what will happen? 10,000. So, and not only that, all sorts of tapas I used to do. So when the deep depression came, I used to have that Ramakrishna's photo. I just picked up that photo, which I used to worship like anything. Just threw that photo with such anger. It was glass framed. It went and hit the wall. In the wall means that a rock, and got broken completely. I did not even care to go near that. Dropped. And just walked to the river. And the Japamala which I was having, I thought, enough all the spiritual practice and nonsense. And took the Japamala mentally decided, not only the Japamala, I am throwing this mantra also. Let it get lost. Let me be free from all this nonsense of tension and practice and the spiritual practice, enlightenment and all this pressure. Took the mala and threw into the Narmada, that river. Visually, mentally I thought so strongly, I am throwing this mantra also, let it be lost. I promise, I don't know how you will believe. I forgot the mantra from that day. I was never able to remember that mantra again, still now. Still now I am not able to remember that mantra. That mantra was lost. I tried to retrieve that file many times, only one syllable I could get. Never that complete thing came back. It was lost once for all. Anyhow, after that also, alright, I broke the photo, but what to do about the life? The tremendous insecurity, feeling and fear. And apart from that, I was not able to face the depression. Not only the depression, I was not able to face the depression. Depression about the depression. I started walking inside the river, decided to die. All fraction of second decision. Because you will never have the courage to die if you think twice. If you think, you will never have a courage to die. If any of you have tried for committing suicide, you know. You will never have the courage to die if you think twice. Even in that you are useless. Not only you, I am also useless. Even in that, I am not successful. Anyhow, I just started walking. Till the water came up to the hip level, there was no fear. When the water came up to the hip level, then the regular fear started. Shall we go back? The mind started. But the other side strongly, no, it's after all 5 minutes process, let's forget. I just closed eyes tightly and started walking full speed. Started walking inside the river. Walking. Mind is thinking, what is this still water is not covering me? Because it's a big river. Narmada is not a small river. Big river. Again, what I promise, it has happened. The truth, Satya, it has happened. However you understand. Full speed I was walking. Suddenly, one rock hit my leg and I fell. I saw I was already on the other shore. I do not know whether I walked on the rock and crashed or it was a miracle that Narmada did not want to take my body. When I got up and looked back, I simply felt that Narmada was laughing. Why, you know, traditionally Narmada river is believed as a virgin. A sannyasi is not supposed to cross that river. He can only do parikrama, means he can go around that river. I took 9 months and did complete parikrama of that river. 1800 kilometers. 9.5 months. I did complete parikrama of that river from Amarkantak to Amarkantak. So, I just saw, and from the young age I never learned swimming because sannyasi is not supposed to cross the river. So I used to be very strong with this ideology. When I just got up, I just felt that river is laughing at me. First thing I thought came to my mind was the strong idea which I was holding. Actually, when I was 4 or 5, some of my uncle, father's sister's village, we used to go there for vacation. In a very young age, they were trying to teach me swimming. They put the kids in the well and kids has to start swimming. When they started teaching me, I said, no, I am a Swami, I should not learn swimming. From that time I was so strong about the ideology. When I fell and got up, that river was laughing at me. First thing came in my mind was that the ideology which I was having was lost. That was the thing came to my mind. Suddenly in that moment itself, the desire to die has disappeared and there was no more depression. It was not blissful, but no depression. Just a deep peace, like as if catharsis has happened. Even now we went to that same Omkareshwar. I showed these guys where I crossed. I do not know how it happened, but I did not drown. That's all we know. Maybe the Narmada didn't want to take my body or whatever it is. The depression disappeared and a deep peace. Now, how to come back to this side? That's a big problem. The walking I have done with all the courage. Now, how to come back? So walk in the banks of river till you find the bridge. And I crossed through the bridge and came back to the place where I was staying. To the place where I was staying. All right. The depression disappeared. There was a deep peace inside, but not bliss. How the bliss happened?
Moving to the next year, and on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang, shared that our body is built based on our pattern of mind, how worry affects our health, and how one can enter into the deep sleep without the dream. SPH also guided the participant into the technique for experiencing a dreamless deep sleep. So request all the viewers who are watching us now, you can go to the Nityanandapedia and search for the date 1st June 2009 and you'll get this video technique for the dreamless deep sleep. Also, you can visit the official YouTube channel of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and search for this title technique for the dreamless sleep and it will give you this video and the result. And I request all the viewers to watch this video to get benefited and have a dreamless sleep. Moving to the next year, the year of 2012, and on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang, talked on the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 41. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism clarified that the practice of intense action takes place when there is no diversion of our energy, when we are not attached to or distracted by any other thoughts. When we exist in a sustained mood of unclutching, all our actions are intense and effective. The SPH gives the technique to strengthen our unclutching. Begin with a short time of simple unclutched mood, just sitting quietly. Then gradually add some physical actions while maintaining the mood. Yoga asanas are the perfect choice. Yoga is the essence of unclutched action. As we gain skill and confidence, we can carry our unclutched state into our daily activity. This is the intense action in action of the living enlightenment. So you'll catch more glimpses of this day through this Paramashivoham Oneness capsule. Let us watch this video.
शिव शंकर जय जय त्रिपुरारी जय सुरपति त्रिभुवनपति जय जय असुरारी जय शंकर शिव शंकर जय जय त्रिपुरारी जय सुरपति त्रिभुवनपति जय जय असुरारी जय शंकर शिव शंकर हर 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 महादेव सनातन सुंदर शिव सबके स्वामी, शिव सबके स्वामी। अविकारी अविनाशी अज अंतर्यामी, अज अंतर्यामी। आदि अंत नामय सकल कलाधारी, अमल रूप गोचर त्रिपुरारी। जय सुरपति त्रिभुवनपति जय जय असुरारी। जय शंकर शिव शंकर। हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव।
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। आसनादि आचमनीयान्तरं सर्वोपचारान् समर्पयामि। आसनं समर्पयामि। स्वागतं सुस्वागतं ते। वाक्यं समर्पयामि। आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। पुनराचमनीयं समर्पयामि। आसनं स्वागतं वाक्यं आचमनीयं पुनराचमनीयम्।
छालकपाल गरल गल मुण्डमाल व्याली, चिताभस्मतन शोभित नयन धरे लाली। प्रेत पिशाच सुसेवित पीत जटाधारी, विवसन विकट रूपधर रुद्र प्रलयकारी। जय शंकर शिव शंकर जय जय त्रिपुरारी। जय सुरपति त्रिभुवनपति जय जय असुरारी। जय शंकर शिव शंकर। हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव। शुभ्र सौम्य सुरसरिधर शशिधर सुखकारी, शशिधर सुखकारी। अति कमनीय शांतिकर शिव मुनि मनहारी, शिव मुनि मनहारी। निर्गुण सगुण निरंजन नवतम नित्य प्रभो, काल रूप केवल हर कालातीत विभो। जय शंकर शिव शंकर जय।
Moving to the next year, on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang, shared the keys to the mastery of mystical powers. When we practice the four principles of life, we spontaneously evolve to the higher and higher frequencies of the power. The practice of intensity evokes Vak-Siddhi, the voice of divine truth, gives us the ability to manifest our world as the reality. And to know what others will say to us even before it is spoken. When we practice authenticity, we develop such internal strength that no one thinks to oppose us. The practice of responsibility grants us commanding presence so that others spontaneously follow our leadership. Enriching others with the knowledge awakens a spiritual understanding within us. As we stretch ourselves to the highest level, we become masters of every mystery. Moving to the next year, the year of 2014, And on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the presidential address, Nityananda Satsang expanded on the completion. He told us that when you entertain in the pattern you are carrying inside you, the tsunami of incompletion can wash away the power of your completion, making you lose who you are. Your authenticity, operating from the living and radiating completion, is yoga. Completion constantly remind you and align you to your inner image, outer image, others' image, and your image of life. So it should be practiced every night before sleep, so you wake up in authenticity every morning. So you'll catch more glimpses of this day through the short video magazine Nityananda Times.
இன்றைக்கி சுவாமி கொடுக்குற எல்லாமே அந்த தீட்சை. ஸோ எல்லா ஞானத்தையும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணி சக்ஸஸ் நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வரும்போது 100% நான் இன்னும் பவர்ஃபுல் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருப்பேன். ஒரு ஞானம் கேட்டேன், என்னோடய லைஃப்பில் நான் எவ்வளோ தோல்வி அடைஞ்சிருக்கிறேன், அது என்னோடய செல்ஃப் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்டில் தான் நான் தோற்று போயிருக்கிறேன்ற விஷயத்தை புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேன். அதே என்னோடய செல்ஃப் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்டில் நான் 100% சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸோ சுவாமி இன்னைக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு கிளாரிட்டி கொடுத்துருக்கிறாரு. நானும் கிளாரிட்டியாக தான் இருக்கிறேன். ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக தட் இஸ் டெஃபினட்டாக சக்ஸஸ் ஆவேன். நான்
சாமி பேசுனது எதுவுமே எனக்கு கருத்தாவே தோணலை, என்னோடய வாழ்க்கையில் ஒரு பாகமாக இருந்துச்சு.
ரொம்ப எக்ஸலண்ட்டான ஒரு அனுபவமாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம ஆசிரமம் இந்த மாதிரி எதுக்கும் போனதில்லை. இப்போ இதை பார்க்குறப்ப இவ்வளோ நாள் நம்ம ஏதோ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னு தோணுது. இதோட இது பார்த்திங்கன்னா நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறது இன்னும் அடுத்து வரக்கூடிய என்னோடய ஜாபில் கரியரில் இப்போ சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கத வச்சு I can make a tremendous thing in my life. I hope this thing.
Moving to the next year, the year of 2020, and on this day, Kailasa Department of Information Broadcasting, in collaboration with the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nation for Peacekeeping, aimed at eradicating violence and promoting peace, telecasted the Nithyananda Satsang on Convert Your Obsessive Compulsive Disorder to Ishta Devata Inspired Decision. Revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the SPH expounded that Hinduism is the science of invoking cosmic being in you. By invoking any one of the cosmic beings, such as your Ishta Devata, in your identity, you will manifest extraordinary energy and the higher life. Today was observed as the Global Day of Parents. SPH worked further on the raising the consciousness of the delegates by bestowing them with the Devi Bhavasamadhi Darshan for the day. So with this, we come to the end of today's segment of Bhavasamadhi Darshan. And we request all the viewers to please sit straight and get ready to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We'll be entering into the Nithyananda Satsang shortly.
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Among the 7 dimensions of the time, space before the past, past merging into the present, present evolving as future, future merging into the space beyond future. So totally in the 7, the space before the past and the space after the future is established in Nityatva, eternity, past, present, see, listen, past becoming present, present evolving as future. This 5 is Nirantaratva. In this Nirantaratva 5, only the present moment touches Nityatva. So, if you want to enter into Nityatva, voluntarily, if you want to break this Kala Chakra consciously, the door is open only in the present. The cumulative effect of all the practices you did and the initiations you received enters into the present, and makes you experience Nityatva. Listen. I wanted all of you to remember the cognitions I gave about Nityatva and Nirantaratva. Nityatva is 7, Nirantaratva is 5. Nityatva is all the 7 put together. Nirantaratva is this 5. In this 5, only in the present moment you touch eternity. Before the past, if you enter into that space, you can touch eternity. Through completing with all your past, you can reach that. Sometimes it may take even few janmas to reach that. And through the future, you can reach the space beyond the future by constantly being Nirvikalpa Samadhi, burning all your desires and patterns which want to repeat itself. You can reach. Again, that also sometimes may take few janmas. But entering into that Nityatva can happen in the present moment just through initiation. Remember the definition and the revelation about Nityatva. Remember the truth about Nirantaratva. Remember the next statement I made. You can reach into Nityatva by going before the past. You may need to complete the past. By completion, you may enter into the space before the past. You can enter that way. That is also one path. There is another one path where you can enter into the Nityatva by exhausting all your future. By being in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you burn all desires, all seeds, all bijas which can manifest your future, all karmas burnt. And then you enter the beyond future space, Nityatva. That is also possible. But both will take few births to achieve. But you can enter into the same Nityatva straight through initiation. See, I request all of you to watch this satsang and pen down at least 2 times. Make this as a homework so you can easily internalize every word I am uttering. At present, in this very moment, through initiation, I can put you into eternity, Nityatva. In this present, 3 things are going on inside you. The identity default you cherish, and the identity you consciously want to manifest, and the struggle between these 2 identities, your doubts, hatred, denial. Listen intensely. At this present moment, three things are going on inside you. One, identity you default cognize. Two, the identity you consciously want to manifest. Three, the struggle between these two, your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, all these three. I can cut across all these three. Enter into your consciousness. Make your consciousness smell the beauty of Paramashiva, Nityatva. So you just wake up. You just get the taste. I tell you, smelling Paramashiva, waking up to Paramashiva, waking up to this highest. In this moment present, it can be done through the initiation. So understand, that is why always the ultimate manifests through initiation. Small things you can achieve on your own through tapas. But the ultimate is done only through initiation. It is only the transmission of lamp from fire. The fire is lit. From a lamp, living lamp, another lamp is lit. So, now, I'll manifest the initiation. Parashodasi. Yesterday itself I described about Parashodasi. It's a visualization. Yesterday I was telling very clearly, just keep the Atmalinga in your hand. It will stand up by itself because, listen, Parashodasi is Paramashiva's own Shakti. When that visualization, initiation is done, Atmalinga will automatically just stand up. I saw in the social media flooded with the Sakshi Pramana of people just having an Atmalinga just standing on the hand. Few people I saw even it is levitating, means it is not even touching the hand, it is just in the sky, in the space. Listen, next initiation will be Tripura Sundari. Before the Tripura Sundari initiation, I wanted to prepare all of you with these three: Parabrahma Swarupini Mahasaraswati, Parandama Swarupini Mahalakshmi, Paramashiva Swarupini Paramashakti. All these three put together is Mahatribura Sundari, Rajarajeshwari, Parapattariga, Mahakameshwari, Paramashiva Shakti. So before the Tripura Sundari initiation, I wanted to prepare you all with this Parashodasi once more. That is why I am repeating the initiation which I gave yesterday. Yesterday itself I saw so many of you experiencing the Atmalinga standing on your palms. Today I wanted to make it 100%. Whoever has Atmalinga, keep it in your palms and sit. See, that is the way we make sure that the initiation I am doing is entering into your inner space. Because I am using this Mahameru to reach out to you. And through your Atmalinga, your inner space will receive, and that inner space will enter into the present Nityatva. See, only through the present moment you can enter into Nityatva, eternity. You enter into the eternity, Nityatva, from where the Paramashivatva fully manifests. So it's a powerful process. Whoever Atmalinga is standing straight, be very clear, initiation is directly happening to you. And if it did not stand yesterday, today I'll make sure it stands. You don't need to do anything, because through your hard work you can only make a few millions. Only if I gift it, it will come as trillions and zillions. Paramashivatva is like a zillion. So never you can make by your own hard work. Your hard work can be like you are prepared to receive, that's all. It has to be given. So you don't need to do anything now. Just sit comfortably with the Atmalinga. Dalma Perez put a question that if I buy a Mahameru, will you energize it? Listen. Sri Chakras, 3 prastaras. Bhu prastara, Meru prastara, and Ardha Meru. Among these 3, the most powerful is all these 3 put together is the Atmalinga. Please understand, Atmalinga is already carved with the Sri Chakra. All your Atmalingas are carved with the Sri Chakra. So it is Bhuprastara, Meru Prastara, Ardha Meru, all 3 put together is Linga Prastara. That's the way I have given you Atmalinga. So you don't need a separate Sri Chakra Mahameru. The eternally blissed Alma Pares. I am answering your question. She is asking, if I buy a Mahameru, will you please bless and energize? You don't need separately. Atmalinga is the ultimate Mahameru. Keep that in your palm and sit now. That will stand. Means you are getting initiated. Especially if it is levitating without even touching your palm. Be very clear. Already the Shodasi has started manifesting in you fully. All of you should know the Atmalinga given to you as a Sri Chakra carved on it. It's a Meru Prastara on Linga. In Sadashiva Sampradaya, this Sri Chakra Linga with Meru is used to connect with Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti. So if you are having Atma Linga, that is enough. I can already see so many people experiencing. Sona Kamat's Atma Linga is standing. Sona, you will see that now the Linga will start levitating. It will not even be touching your hand, it will just raise. You can call your medical fraternity, your colleagues, doctors, and show. See, medically, can you define this? Because medically, they cannot explain something flying which is, as per them, a non-living entity. But only we know Atmalinga is living energy. Atmalinga is living energy. Atmalinga has all the three. Paramashiva, Paramashiva Shakti, and Guru. All the three in one form. The whole cosmos in one form. It's literally the God particle. So now you call all your medical fraternity and doctors and show them. They will be terrified and say, what is going on here? They will think you are a magician. Yes, I can see Ma Yogamalar. Calgary Yogamalar Atmalinga is standing. Yes, great. So now I'll start the initiation. Listen. During the initiation, I'll give a small break and then again start. The break is not for you, for me, because the overflowing energy pushes me into that highest Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where it goes beyond the frequency which you can all handle. So at that time, I just settle and make sure that it is in the frequency where you can all receive it. So just for that, I give a small break and then start again. I'll give you a few minutes for you guys to pick up a cup of coffee, hot chocolate, tea, sit very comfortably. You can even stretch your leg on the couch. Be very comfortable. Stiram Sukham Asanam. See, for me, this Batmasana is the most comfortable. So I sit in the Batmasana. If you are comfortable with Batmasana, sit in Batmasana. Otherwise, don't worry. Sit in posture where you are comfortable. And keep the Atmalinga. You can even rest your hand. No problem. You don't need to be keeping your hand up. You can rest your hand and keep the Atmalinga comfortably. So, I can initiate now. You can rest your hand, have a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate, and just don't sleep. Avoid sleeping, be fresh. That's all I need. I don't need anything else from you. And declare your integrity. Internally, if you declare your integrity and be Just tell consciously, I am ready to receive Paramashiva. Swamiji, please initiate me. Let Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti manifest in me. That's all. Ami Lee is asking, does the initiation still work if not attending live, watching it afterwards? If you sit with that extreme sincerity without getting diverted and watch it fully, attend intensely, then it works. It all depends on how sincerely you sit. That's all. Now, I'll start.
சுகங்களும் கூடும் அம்மா, ஆயிரம் ஆயினும் பெற்றவள் நீ, குரு பொறுப்பது உன் கடன் எமை ஏற்றிடம்மா. ஆனந்த கந்தமமர் நித்யானந்த தாயினி தயை புரிந்தாட்கொள்ளம்மா. நித்யானந்தாம்பிகையே சரணம், ஜெய ஜெய சரணம் சரணம் அம்மா. ஸ்ரீ நித்யானந்த வர்ஷிணி உன் சரணம் 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 அம்மா. ஸ்ரீ நித்யானந்த தர்ஷினியே உன் சரணம் 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 அம்மா. ஸ்ரீ நித்யானந்த பாலினியே உன் சரணம் 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 அம்மா. ஸ்ரீ நித்யானந்தாயினியே.
जय पराशक्ति है भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बे रानी. जय 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 पराशक्ति है भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्बे रानी.
Om, 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 Om. Mahaganapati, Ganapati, Mahaganapati. Brahma Parabrahma, Vishnu Parandama, Rudra Paramarudra, Ishana Parameshana, Sadashi, Jnanaskanda, Mahakameshwari Sameda Mahakameshwara, Paramashiva Sameda Paramashiva Shakti. Om, 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 Om. Dvatasanta Paramashiva, Dvatasanta Paramashiva, Dvatasanta Paramashiva. Om, 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 Om. Om, Om,
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि. हतस्त्वामाराध्या हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति. तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवम् विरिञ्चे सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलम्. वहत् महत्येनं शौरी
Om. Om.
महत्येनं शौरी कथमपि सहस्रेण शिरसां हरसं शुद्ध्यैनं भजति भासितो धूलनविधिं तं चैतन्यस्तवगमकरन्दश्रुतिचरी दरिद्राणां चिन्तामणि गुणनिका जन्मजलधौ निमग्नानां दंष्ट्रामुररिपुवराहस्य भवति वदन्यपाणिभ्यामभयवरदो दैवतगण त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकं शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि शरणावेव निपुणौ हरिस्त्वामाराध्य प्रणतजन सौभाग्यजननीं पुराणानि भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयत् सरोऽपि त्वां नत्वा प्रतिनयनलेखेन वपुषा मुनीनामभ्यन्त प्रभवति हि मोहाय मर्हताम्
Om. 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 You don't need to do any visualization. You just have darshan of this Mahameru. That's enough. You can just focus on this Mahameru. Have darshan of this Mahameru. That is enough. You don't need to do any visualization. And through your visualization, this initiation won't happen. This initiation is too strong. I'm making with the grace of Paramashiva and Ganapati and all the gods of Kailasa, I'm making the Paramashiva's very own being manifest in you with the Shakti, Paramashakti, Paramashiva Shakti. So just have darshan of this Meru, that's enough. Keeping Atmalinga in your hand is making sure that initiation happens in you. Many of you are asking to initiate your babies. Your babies I can surely initiate even if you ask, because they don't say no. Only if your kid is an adult, I need the kid's permission also. That kid should not say no, that's all. I'll initiate. Now sit with Atmalinga. Om. 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 Don't close your eyes, because if you close your eyes, you may doze off, you may fall asleep. Just keep your eyes open, fresh. Om. 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 Om.
उद्यद्भानु सहस्रकोटिसदृशां केयूरकारोज्ज्वलां बिम्बोष्टिं वितदन्तपङ्क्तिरुचिरां पीताम्बरालङ्कृतां
Kalyana Sundaram. I'll liberate your great grandmother Sudalai Vadivu. Don't worry. If she was holding Atmalinga, that's enough. I'll liberate her. Om. 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 Om.
सेवितपदं तत्त्वस्वरूपां शिवां नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिं नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवरां निधिम् जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां मुक्ताहारलसत्किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां सिञ्चन्नूपुरकिङ्किणीमणिधरां पद्मप्रभाभासुरां मुक्ताहारलसत्किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां श्रीविद्यां शिववामभागनिलयां ह्रीङ्कारमन्त्रोज्ज्वलां श्रीचक्राङ्कितबिन्दुमध्यवसति श्रीमत्सभानायकीं श्रीविद्यां शिववामभागनिलयां ह्रीङ्कारमन्त्रोज्ज्वलां श्रीचक्राङ्कितबिन्दुमध्यवसति श्रीमत्सभानायकीं श्रीमत्षण्मुखविघ्नराजजननी श्रीमज्जगन्मोहिनी नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिं नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिं जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमां श्रीमत्सुन्दरनायिकां भयकरां ज्ञानप्रदां निर्मलां श्यामां भां कमलासनार्चितपदां नारायण नित्यानुजां श्रीमत्सुन्दरनायिकां भयकरां ज्ञानप्रदां निर्मलां श्यामां भां कमलासनार्चितपदां नारायणस्यानुजां वीणा वेणुमृदङ्गवाद्यरसिकां नानाविधाडम्बिकां नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमगं कारुण्यवारामितिं नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमगं कारुण्यवारामितिं जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा नानायोगि मुनीन्द्र हृन्निवसतिं नानार्थसिद्धिप्रदां नानापुष्पविराजिताङ्घ्रियुगळां नारायणेनार्चितां नानायोगि मुनीन्द्र हृन्निवसतिं नानार्थसिद्धिप्रदां नानापुष्पविराजिताङ्घ्रियुगळां नारायणेनार्चितां नाद ब्रह्ममयीं परात्परतरां नानार्थतत्त्वात्मिकां नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमगं कारुण्यवारामितिं नित्येश्वरीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमगं कारुण्यवारामितिं जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा जगदीश्वरि परमेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि पाहि मां भुवनेश्वरि करुणेश्वरि नित्येश्वरि दर्शमा
Om. Om. Om.
वेदरूपिणी हिमगिरिवासिनी मनोन्मणि पापनाशिनी त्रिभुवनपोषिणी विशेषिणी ज्ञानदायिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि जगदीश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि करुणसागरी कमलपुष्पनेत्र सुन्दरी कन्याकुमारी कामनाशिनी सुभाषिनी विश्वरूपिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि स्वप्रकाशिनी जगच्चिन्त्यमानरूपिणी धर्मस्थापिनी मन्दहासिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि महायोगिनी भक्तसङ्कटापहारिणि सभानायकी श्रीचक्रमध्यवासिनि दुःखहारिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द महाभयकरी ह्रीङ्कारबीज अक्षरी सदाशिवकरी सत्कृपाकटाक्षसागरी मीराभयकरी नित्यानन्देश्वरि भुवनेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि महाराजिनी नित्यसिंहासनेश्वरि मधुरभाषिणी भुक्तिमुक्तिशक्तिदायिनि मङ्गलेश्वरि नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि चक्रराजिनी नित्यमूलमन्त्रात्मिनि मूलाधारिणी सुधासाराभिवर्षिणि सहस्रकारिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि करुणेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि भक्तप्रेमिणी नित्यभावनागम्येश्वरि शक्तिरूपिणी शर्वाणि शर्मदायिनि निराकारिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि निर्विकारिणी नित्यमुक्तनिष्प्रपञ्चिनि निष्कळङ्किनी निर्मोहमोहनाशिनि निर्विकल्पिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि हृदयेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि त्रिपुरसुन्दरी महामन्त्रतन्त्ररूपिणि सुगुणभूषणी सुप्रभावचारुहासिनि परमानन्दिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि चारुरूपिणी श्री भैरवि भगमालिनि क्षेमदायिनी नित्य भगवति पद्मासनि भुवनेश्वरी नित्यानन्देश्वरि विश्वेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि नादरूपिणी राकेन्दु वदन रञ्जनी साधुलक्षिणी नित्यानन्दपुरि निवासिनी कामकेशिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी चरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी चरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द विश्वसाक्षिणी नित्यवेदवेद्यरूपिणी तत्त्वासिनी पञ्चकोशान्तरस्थापिनी नित्ययौवनी नित्यानन्देश्वरी दुर्गेश्वरी शरणं नित्यनित्येश्वरी सूरनायकी नित्यसुमुखि सूक्ष्मरूपिणी विघ्ननाशिनी देवी सर्वव्याधिप्रशमनि मित्ररूपिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी ज्ञानगर्भिणी नित्यवाणी वागधीश्वरी सत्स्वरूपिणी ज्ञानदानदानकारिणी राज्यदायिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरी सोनेश्वरी शरणं श्री नित्यनित्येश्वरी आनन्देश्वरी नित्य सर्वलोकव्यापिनी नित्यप्रेमिणी नित्य आनन्ददायिनी ज्ञानरूपिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी चरणं सर्वेश्वरी नित्यनित्येश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी अम्बकदम्बवनस्थिरवासिनि अम्बुजलोचनि अमरनुते अतिमृतभाषिनि अमृतकटाक्षिणि आश्रितरक्षिणि हरसहिते अम्बकदम्बवनस्थिरवासिनि अम्बुजलोचनि अमरनुते अतिमृतभाषिनि अमृतकटाक्षिणि आश्रितरक्षिणि हरसहिते संबरवैरि सदार्चितचरण सरोरुहनूपुरश्रुतिविनुते संबरवैरि सदार्चितचरण सरोरुहनूपुरश्रुतिविनुते जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां नित्यनित्येश्वरि 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 पालय मां नित्यनित्येश्वरि 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 पालय मां सुन्दरवा केशिनिलम्बोदर जननी सुरपति पूजित पदकमले कल हंस समान मृतुदमनी सुरपति पूजित पदकमले कल हंस समान मृतुदमनी सन्दन सर्चित कुशमण्डल मणिभूषणि मन्मन पयसमनी सन्दन सर्चित कुशमण्डल मणिभूषणि मन्मन भयसमनी जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि पालय मां
ओम ओम ओम
इक्षुकोदण्ड पसाङ्कुश पञ्च कुसुमासरशोभित करकमले इक्षुकोदण्ड पसाङ्कुश पञ्च कुसुमासरशोभित करकमले लक्षस्थल अलङ्कृत पीताम्बर कुञ्जुगधारिणि अतिविमले लक्षस्थलाशिनि अपार करुणामयलीले अक्षररूपिणि आत्मप्रकाशिनि अपार करुणामयलीले जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि 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 पालय मां हिन्दु त्रिकोण श्री चक्र निवासिनि ब्रह्म विष्णु पूजित चरणे बिन्दु त्रिकोण श्री चक्र निवासिनि ब्रह्म विष्णु पूजित चरणे बिल्वार्चन प्रिय शिव हृदयेश्वरि बृहन्नायकि भवभयहरणे बिल्वार्चन प्रिय शिव हृदयेश्वरि बृहन्नायकि भवभयहरणे मन्दगमनि मधुसूदन सोदरि मातङ्गी मरगदवर्णे मन्दगमनि मधुसूदन सोदरि मातङ्गी मरगदवर्णे जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां जय जय हे नित्येश्वरि शङ्करि नित्यपुरि नायकि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि Om. 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 Oh. 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 Oh.
विराजित पन्नग वेणिरलङ्कृत चन्द्रधरे परिमळ पुष्प विराजित पन्नग वेणिरलङ्कृत चन्द्रधरे भाग्यप्रदान सीमन्त सिन्दूर अरुणोदय भास्कर रूपधरे भाग्यप्रदान सीमन्त सिन्दूर अरुणोदय भास्कर रूपधरे सरिगम पदनी सप्त स्वर संगीत नन्द विनोद करे सरिगम पदनी सप्त स्वर संगीत नन्द विनोद करे जय जय हे नित्येश्वरी शङ्करि नित्यपुरी नायकि पालय मां जय जय हे नित्येश्वरी शङ्करि नित्यपुरी नायकि पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी ईश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी
Om.
नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां नित्य नित्येश्वरी पालय मां
Om. 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 As a living incarnation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I bless you all to experience Parashodasi. With this, I bless you all to radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam,
Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.